Right, folks, we need to talk because something isn't sitting right. While the mainstream narrative wants us to believe that everything is wrapped up with a nice bow, new messages, new testimony, a so-called confession. I'm telling you right now, I'm not buying it. Okay, let's start with the alleged text message exchange. Tyler Robinson, they say, left a note and sent text to his roommate, who's also his romantic partner, admitting he did it. Sounds airtight, right? Not so fast. These texts feel too clean, too perfect, and honesty, too convenient. He lays out the motive, he admits to planning it, he talks about evidence and hiding the rifle, then, poof, he turns himself in. Sorry, but this has Patsy written all over it, especially when the roommate just happens to save the note, hand over the phone, and stay squeaky clean in all this. Convenient, too convenient. And get this, even some mainstream commentators like Walter Kieran and Matt Walsh are publicly saying it. This confession feels scripted, like it was written for someone to read in court. That's not real. That's staged. We're also told there's a massive Discord chat room of people who had prior knowledge, and now the FBI wants to prosecute them all. That's what they say. But where's the proof? All we've gotten is vague testimony, leaks, and statements designed to look tough without showing receipts. And guess what? Discord evidence is digital, and digital trails can be planted or manipulated. The public hasn't seen a shred of verified, time-stamped content from that chat room. Not one. If this was really a mass conspiracy involving 20-plus people, where are the arrests? Where are the mugshots? The public indictments? Oh, and let's talk about Armed Queers SLC. This is a militant Marxist pro-trans group in Salt Lake City that wiped their social media accounts within hours of the shooting. Why? What were they hiding? One of their known leaders even deleted their entire Instagram account immediately. That doesn't scream innocence, it screams panic. And now, suddenly, the shooter is being painted as a right-wing groyper? Please. This guy hated Fox News. He engraved mean bullets just to mock conservatives. Even Destiny, a hardcore leftist, said that narrative was garbage. The FBI is investigating the group, but the media won't say a word because it doesn't fit the script. We watched a heated back and forth in Congress, FBI Director Kash Patel battling angry senators. And while it made for good TV, let's not lose focus. This is a political spectacle, a performance. While they're yelling at each other in a committee room, a young man is sitting in custody, facing the death penalty for something we still haven't seen the full evidence for. It's all sound and fury, designed to make us feel like justice is being done. But what if it's all a cover? Let's be crystal clear. Until they find that bullet and match it to the rifle, this is all smoke and mirrors. Actually, let's go a step further. They have the bullet. They're just not showing it to the public. Why? Because it doesn't match the rifle. If they produce that bullet and run the ballistics, the whole case collapses. That's why they're keeping it under wraps, hoping nobody asks the hard questions. We already use multiple AI sites to analyze the suspect photos. We stand by those results. The shooter and Tyler Robinson are not the same person. AI facial matching confirms it. No matching bullet, no case. No transparent forensics, no credibility. Let's use common sense here. Charlie Kirk was shot. That means the bullet landed somewhere, maybe in his body, maybe in a wall or the ground nearby. Either way, it doesn't vanish into thin air. If they truly can't find the bullet, then what kind of investigation are they running? And if they did find it and it doesn't match, well, that blows this case wide open. What we're seeing right now is a delay tactic. They're hiding the one piece of physical evidence that could tell the truth. Because if that bullet doesn't match Grandpa's rifle, this narrative crashes hard. Let's not forget who's handling this case in court. Democrat-appointed judges. The same types who just dropped the most serious charge against Luigi Mangione. You really think they're going to let this case stick? No chance. They're going to drag it out, spin the headlines, and eventually drop the top charge, just like they did with Mangione. Guaranteed, mark my words. And Robinson's been declared indigent. That means he can't afford his own attorney. He'll get a public defender because most qualified lawyers in Utah don't even want this case. Why? Because it's radioactive, because they're afraid of career suicide. That's not justice. That's pressure. And this trial is set to start September 29th. a warp speed timeline compared to normal court delays. Why so fast? What are they rushing to bury? Let's stop pretending. The FBI has lost all credibility. These people have lied to us so many times it's become second nature. And now they want us to believe they've suddenly found the truth? Spare me. They said they had the Epstein tapes. We'll release them. They're on our desk. We got nothing. They said the surveillance video only had a missing hour that turned into 2 hours, and even that wasn't the full story. Their excuse? We shut down the cameras for maintenance. Turns out they've never done that before. Never. Not once. Not in that jail. Not for any other inmate. They've lied about surveillance, they've lied about evidence, and they've lied about accountability. They've obstructed justice, buried the truth, and now they want you to believe this time is different. They lie like it's policy, because in many ways it is. You'd be a fool to take their word for anything. Every red flag is waving, and people are waking up. They're seeing this for what it is. Total nonsense backed by professional liars in suits. Meanwhile, Luigi Mangione walks free on terrorism charges. Why? Because the court says his ideology wasn't enough to prove terrorism. Yet in the Kirk case, we're told ideology is central to the motive. Double standard? You bet. And who was cheering for Mangione? The same types who celebrated Kirk's assassination? Again, too neat, too rehearsed. Here's what we know. The text messages feel scripted, and even mainstream voices are calling it out. The Discord chat claims have no public proof. The confession appeared just in time to quiet doubters. Dom Queer's SLC wiped their pages within hours. Why? The shooter hated Fox News and mocked conservatives. Not exactly a MAGA man. The FBI testimony was political theater. The death penalty could silence the one person who might know more. He's indigent, can't afford counsel, and nobody wants to represent him. The case is being rushed like no other. Until there's a bullet that forensically matches that rifle, this entire case is built on narrative, not evidence. And let's be real, they probably already have that bullet, they're just hiding it. On top of that, the Democrat judges running this case have a track record, and it's not justice. It's dismissal. And above all, the FBI has proven it can't be trusted. Not with Epstein, not with surveillance, not with the truth. This doesn't feel like justice, it feels like a setup, so no. I'm not ready to move on, and neither should you. Like, comment, and share this video if you're done swallowing whatever the media spoon feeds you. We're not here to parrot headlines, we're here to ask the questions no one else will. Stay alert, stay skeptical, and stay free. Riggs out.